From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the daily news for January 5th, 2026. These are the stories we are reporting at this hour. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen issued a pointed warning to President Donald Trump about his threats to annex Greenland following the U.S. abduction of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores over the weekend. I have to say this very directly to the United States. It makes absolutely no sense to talk about the need for the United States to take over Greenland, Frederiksen said in a statement on the Danish government website on Sunday. The United States has no right to annex any of the three countries in the Commonwealth. Trump recently reiterated his interest in the semi-autonomous Danish territory in an Atlantic article that was published Sunday, while Katie Miller, the wife of one of his top aides, shared a social media post on the subject on Saturday. "We do need Greenland. Absolutely, we need it for defense," Trump told The Atlantic. Speaking to reporters later on Air Force One, Trump said the country needs Greenland from a national security situation. Turning to other news, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries hammered President Donald Trump's claims that he will run Venezuela after having attacked the country and captured its leader. Donald Trump claims that he's going to run Venezuela. He's done a terrible job running the United States of America, Jeffries said on NBC's Meet the Press on Sunday. Life hasn't gotten better for the American people over the last year. Life has gotten worse. He promised to lower the high cost of living. Costs haven't gone down. They've gone up. The healthcare system is broken. Donald Trump refuses to do anything about it. So the notion that he's going to run Venezuela and make life better for the Venezuelan people, of course, is belied by the facts as to what he's done as president here in the United States of America, Jeffries added. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who appeared on Meet the Press earlier Sunday, said Congress was not notified about the U.S. strike on Venezuela until after Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores were abducted due to concerns about leaks. However, Jeffries argued that the administration had provided no evidence as to why the U.S. even attacked Venezuela. In California news, a U.S. appeals court ruled on Friday that California's ban on openly carrying firearms in most parts of the state was unconstitutional. A panel of the San Francisco-based 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals sided 2-1 with a gun owner in ruling that the state's prohibition against open carries in counties with more than 200,000 people violated the U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. About 95% of the population in California, which has had some of the nation's strictest gun control laws, live in counties of that size. U.S. Circuit Judge Lawrence Van Dyke, who was appointed by Republican President Donald Trump, said the Democratic-led state's law could not stand under the U.S. Supreme Court's 2022 landmark gun rights ruling. That decision, New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin, was issued by the court's 6-3 conservative supermajority and established a new legal test for firearms restrictions. The test said they must be consistent with this nation's historical tradition of firearm regulation. And in Pennsylvania news, Pennsylvania State Police in Lancaster County are searching for a missing teen from Little Britain Township. According to troopers, 17-year-old Jocelyn Taylor ran away from her home on New Year's Day between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. She is reportedly 5 foot 9 inches tall, has brown hair and brown eyes, and is often wearing a black North Face jacket. Anyone with information is asked to contact state police. And that's the news at this hour. If you are watching our news on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.